Question 9. A scuba tank is filled with trimix, a breathing gas mixture for deep scuba diving. The tank contains oxygen with a partial pressure. Okay, so I have a pressure of oxygen that is 20 atmospheres. Nitrogen with, a pressure of nitrogen, which is 40 atmospheres. And helium with a partial pressure of 140. What is the total pressure? Okay, so what we're using here is called Dalton's law. And Dalton's law is often used in conjunction or with other gas laws, but this problem doesn't require it. Dalton's law says if you have the total pressure, to get the total pressure, you can calculate that by adding up the individual or partial pressures of the gases. So if I know I have 3 gases in my trimix, which makes sense for it to be called trimix with 3 gases, to figure out the total pressure of this mixture, I would simply add up each pressure. So there's a 0, and then that's 10. So 200 atmospheres would be the total pressure. Just one thing, and that's the answer. Let me put one thing as I'm looking at this problem, just to review. So notice, I want to remind you, there are 7 diatomic elements, and a lot of them are gases. So we see them in this chapter. So just remember, like when it says nitrogen, and it wouldn't matter here on this problem, but for example, if we had to know its molar mass, it would matter. But just remember there's nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and hydrogen. And so of these, 5 of them are all gases. So sometimes we see them in this chapter. But the reason I put, so it said oxygen in the problem, and I put O2 and nitrogen, and I wrote its symbol as N2, is because they're diatomic. Then helium, I didn't do that because it's not one of the diatomic. So that's a little side, but just a little reminder for us about all the things that we've already learned. You guys are doing great.